Everybody's probably seen that duck commercial on TV, and the facts are that 96% of America has seen that duck commercial, but really only 4% of America knows what Aflac does. And what does Aflac do? Aflac is health insurance. It provides cash to help with family living expenses due to an illness or injury. And the City of Farmers Branch is making this available to you on a voluntary basis to complement your core insurance. When you look at your core insurance today, it's so important to be educated about the type of programs that are available to you and how you're able to utilize the offerings that are available. As a new employee, it's very important to understand where your gaps are going to be. And one of the things that the city does for you is they provide a long-term disability that kicks in after 60 days, after 180 days, a 6-month period, and you have an option to buy up on that to a 90-day or a 3-month period. And what Aflac provides to complement that is Aflac provides a short-term disability policy that gives you an opportunity to have a first day of an accident, an 8th day of a sickness, and then it can pay you for 90 days or it can pay you for 180 days. It's highly encouraged to at least review that and see if that option would fit your needs. The other thing that is available to you, because the offering is on an HSA plan. With that HSA plan, it's a high deductible plan. Aflac has a policy, it's called our hospital indemnity policy, where you have an option to buy for a $1,000 first day of hospitalization, as well as the policy provides a $500 a day benefit for up to 5 days, and in addition to that, it pays 365 days at $100 a day. So it's a great complement to the HSA plan to give you the opportunity to protect yourself until you get your dollars built up in your HSA. Now, traditionally, what Aflac is known for is really 3 things. People get involved with Aflac for really 3 reasons. One, how do I protect my monthly income in the event of an accident or an illness? What can we do to help you protect that? The other thing that you look at is what can I do to protect me for long-term security? What happens when I'm ready to retire, and as I move on through my retirement, what happens when there might be an issue like cancer, heart disease, things of that nature? And so the city has made available to you some additional programs. So to help you understand that, I've talked to you, the #1 requested benefit is disability. Our most popular plan happens to be an accident policy. A person could have a broken tooth, a spider bite. They could have a number of different things that happen from an accident that would cause them to maybe miss a few days of work. And what Aflac does is it provides cash payments because an event happened. Most of all of Aflac's programs are indemnity policies. There are predetermined payments for an event if that event happens. A good example on an accident policy. This accident policy, if someone were in a car accident and had to be put in the hospital, and let's say they were in the hospital for 3 or 4 days and then had to go out for rehabilitation, therapy, etc., policy triggers many different payments on that. Just to give you a quick example, if they went by ambulance, it would be $200. If they went to obviously the emergency room, it's $120. And then let's say they had an MRI, it would trigger a $200 payment. Also, let's say they had a fracture in their leg, well, that would be a $625 payment. If they were put in the hospital, that's a $1,250 first day of hospitalization and $250 a day for every day thereafter. And this policy runs about $19.40 a month for you as an employee here at the City of Farmers Branch. Very, very important policy. It also provides a $40,000 accidental death benefit. It also has some travel benefits in the event that you're outside of 100 miles and have to be transported back to the hospital. The policy also triggers a $60 wellness. After it's in place for 12 months, it'll pay you $60 to go in for your preventative. If you wanted to go in for a physical, it would pay you $60. Or during that plan year, if you went in for an eye exam or a dental exam, which is always encouraged, it would also give you it would be a $60 benefit just one time a year. So the other couple of policies that I talk about that's important to understand, because the 3 that I just mentioned, disability, hospital, accident, that helps with those monthly incomes and help you with that initial benefit. The most important policy that Aflac has is our cancer policy. Aflac is the first company in the world to ever offer a cancer policy, and it's really one of our most important things, because when someone is diagnosed with cancer, there's a lot of different issues that come up, and there's 3 reasons a person needs a cancer policy. One is the first occurrence is always an issue because the first 6 months you're going to treatment centers, you're trying to find out, how do I fight this cancer? What Aflac provides to you for that is an opportunity to go from $2,500 up to $10,000 as a first occurrence benefit. On top of that, it bills $500 a year up to age 65. So if a person has a policy for 10 years and unfortunately is diagnosed, they had a $5,000 first occurrence, they would get $5,000 plus another $5,000. That's a $10,000 just cash payment to help offset some of the expenses that you would have to seek the best type of treatment. Now when you decide on the treatment that you have, that's when the true base plan kicks in, and if you had to go in for radiation or chemo, it would give you an additional $3,000 benefit, and then it would pay $900 a week for every week that you have a treatment for chemo or radiation. In addition to that, there's about 26 other benefits, and I'd highly recommend that you get one of the brochures and look at it, go on the website, look at those policies. Obviously, I'm always available to answer any questions if that would be the case. The other thing that we do have available is what's called a critical care plan. It's called an intensive care policy. A person could have an accident and go in intensive care. They could have a ruptured appendix and go in intensive care. They could have, unfortunately, cancer and go in intensive care, not to mention cardiovascular events. What this plan does is it gives a person $700 or $800 a day, depending if it's a sickness or an accident, for the first 7 days, and then it kicks up to $1,200 and $1,300 a day for the next 8 days. It's a considerable amount of money to help someone in the event of a critical event. So as you can see, all the plans are individual. They're all different. They fit on top of each other. But one thing that's real important to understand, Aflac is not health insurance. If you have health insurance, which most people need and they must have, Aflac, if you have to use that insurance, you're going to be exposed to some out-of-pocket expenses. And Aflac is designed to help take care of that. So we insure a lot of things in our life, but the most important thing to do is insure your family financial security. And that's what Aflac is about. Aflac is also portable. It is guaranteed renewal for the rest of your life. So as long as you pay premiums on these policies, they'll never go up for usage. They'll never be canceled. So it's highly recommended that you at least explore the opportunities you have with these products to complement your core benefits. If you have any questions, my name again is Mickey Schuler. My phone number is 214-707-3009. I appreciate it, and I hopefully hope to hear from you. Thank you.